Long before she met Doug Emhoff, she dated some prominent men, including in 2001, former talk show host Montel Williams. Back then, he was the famous one and had to introduce her to the paparazzi.
Kamala Harris. Kamala.
Now, the whole world knows who she is.
I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke.
It looks like the Democrat transition is complete. Kamala Harris has now officially received all 50 state chairs' endorsements to be president. Now, of course, it's not over yet. They still have their convention in August, but we'll see what happens. She's on the path. Democrats actually seem to be excited to have her as a candidate, even though she's actually pretty poor. So she's going to become the presidential nominee, basically the same way she became the vice president, right? Someone's just going to select her. She's not going to be voted for. She's not going to be elected. The people out there are not clamoring for Kamala Harris. It's just basically something that will be bestowed upon her by the powers that be. However, a lot of people recognize that she cannot win this election, including Bill Maher. So before we get to the clips, please like and comment so we can break through the algorithms. Here we go.
Kamala Harris, vice president, will get all of Biden's campaign money. And on the Democrats' best issue, abortion, she's a walking reminder to women that Republicans are coming for the abortion pill. She won't just protect Plan B. She is Plan B. And as a former prosecutor, Kamala was putting criminals in jail back before liberals decided that was a bad thing. And now that CVS is locking the shaving cream behind plexiglass, Democrats are coming around to her again. Harris would be the first woman president, first black woman president, and first Asian president. But I don't vote for who will be the first. I vote for who will win. And for whatever reason, Harris has never been popular. You can count the number of delegates she won in the 2020 primaries on one hand, as long as that hand has no fingers. In 3 years as vice president, she's been quieter than an electric car. And like an electric car, your MAGA uncle can't explain why she fills him with homicidal rage. She just does. Sometimes life isn't fair. It's not fair that she's not popular. She's intelligent and accomplished, and in fact was put in charge of the border. And look at how... Okay, bad example.
There you have it. Even lefty old Bill Maher has a hard time recognizing that Kamala Harris could win the presidency, all right? He starts off with her strongest position. Oh, Kamala Harris will be the representative for abortion for all the ladies in America, when as a matter of fact, abortion is way down on the list, like number 13 in terms of importance. And of course, there's her accomplishments. She was a prosecutor who kept people in jail longer than their term so California could get free labor, and despite throwing many black men in jail for marijuana usage, then went ahead and bragged about using marijuana herself while listening to Tupac and Biggie Smalls, okay? So that's basically who they have. But Bill Maher recognizes that, yeah, he wants to vote for someone who can actually win, and everything that Kamala Harris has touched has turned to crap. The main thing being, of course, the border, right? Biden made her the border czar, and she was going to go down there and fix the problem. Of course, when your policy is just wide open, let everybody in, there's not really much you can do about it. And basically, she never even went to the border to check it out, at least, all right? But regardless, that is what the Democrats have to face. And this is all being reflected in the polling. Yes, we have the first rounds of polling coming out. And over here, you can see from Main Street USA polls, Donald Trump 49, Harris 44%, all right? Donald Trump has a +5 in the straight head-to-head. And when you throw everyone else into the mix, Donald Trump gets a +6. Now, this poll is from a sample of registered voters with a 3.5% margin of error. So that's pretty big, but according to this poll, Donald Trump has her beat well outside of it. But of course, we have to be careful because when we get complacent, when we think it's in the bag, people tend to not go out and vote. So please, everyone, take this serious, because as much as an idiot as Kamala Harris actually is, the Democrats themselves have a very good working machine. So we have to, of course, get out there and vote no matter what. That's the only thing that scares me. People not voting, and of course, shenanigans happening in this election as well. Of course, other people are getting in line already and saying, yes, Kamala Harris is the best possible person in the world, and any attack upon her person, including mispronouncing her name, is therefore racist. Check this out.
And I've heard from inside Republican circles and right-wing media that the hate campaign against Kamala Harris has begun. You'll notice they purposefully pronounce her name wrong. They say Kamala. They do it all the time. It is on purpose. But the talk is to start that hate campaign and get it going and start it churning.
There you go. Kamala, Kamala. Who knows how to pronounce it, because she has said it herself many different ways. So I don't even know how to say it. So I just call her Kamala because that's the way I've heard it. But even saying that, misnaming, is that even dead naming? I don't know. But you can't even say her name wrong because the hate campaign, as opposed to the fact campaign of how awful she is what the Republicans are trying to plan. And part of that is just saying her name wrong. Okay. So thank you very much, Mika, for cluing us all in on that simple fact. Any attack on Kamala Harris from this point forward will be the same as the attacks on Barack Obama. You will be a hateful, horrible, awful racist if you even criticize her actual stances, all right? But that's how it's going to be for the duration of this candidacy. So as usual, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and stay safe out there, people, because they're coming after you.